Get ready, everyone. All-Star action is coming your way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. This place is gonna go crazy. Tonight is the celebrated Foot Locker three-point contest. The best and the baddest and the most accurate from behind the arc, showing everyone what they've got.
There's a lot of tremendous three-point talent in the NBA, and no better place to see that skill showcase than right here, right now.
Well, Clark, maybe I'm a little bit biased, but the three-point contest is something I look forward to all season long.
And here goes Kevin Love. He has 60 seconds to make as many shots from behind the arc as he can.
And there are 25 balls total, 5 racked with 5 balls in each of them. And of course, the last ball of every rack, is the money ball, counting for double.
And guys, by my math, that adds up to a maximum of 30 points, which has never been done. But who knows? Let's see if one of these guys can get on an unprecedented roll. 2 straight tough racks.
No good with his 4th in a row. That's 5 in a row. He better get it together. 3 down.
Look, he just had a flat tire. He's gone off the rails. 3 bad racks in a row.
Only managed to sink 1 there. He's up to 7. Seven points was the best he could do. Pretty dismal shooting out there, boys.
Yeah, it seemed like every time he was starting to get into a good rhythm, he just couldn't capitalize on it. He'd quickly fall out of his pace.
And so here's Curry now.
You look at the numbers through the first part of his career, and there's a legitimate case that Steph Curry will go down as maybe the best shooter in the history of the NBA.
The last ball in each rack, the money ball, is such a key in the shootout. I mean, knocking those down makes up for a lot of other misses.
And that's why I think you see guys maybe take a split second longer on each money ball. Clark, you'll see them race through the first 4 and then a little hesitation, real focus on that last one.
He's up to 7. Money ball, no good. That shot puts him in first. Now 9 points. Down to the final rack. 10 points on the board. Now with 11. An 11-point round for him there. Well, I didn't expect that score to be as low as it was. What about you guys?
Yeah, you know, in this format, once it goes wrong, sometimes the harder a player tries, the worse it gets. And you only have a few seconds to correct it, and it can get away from you quick.
Yeah, and that's what makes it so difficult, Clark, because as you said, the time constraints start to play on your mind. You know, you hear that clock ticking in your head, and you force it. And when you force it, there's no way you're going to get into a good groove.
And so we'll see Paul George.
You know, the importance of getting into a rhythm early can't be understated. I mean, it's not a make one, miss one kind of deal. You need to get on a roll.
Yeah, that's correct, Clark. I mean, there's going to be ebbs and flows during the contest, but I think the winner will always string together at least one run where he makes 5 or 6 in a row, preferably with a couple of money balls involved there as well.
Good for second. Now 9 points.
That ties him for the top spot in this round, guys.
And that is the best score of the qualifying round.
He's at 14.
A strong close out there.
14 points is his total as the round comes to a close. A score like his usually doesn't do the trick, but with the other scores being as low as they are now, it just might.
Kevin, I think he'd be real pleased with that score. I mean, it can always be a little bit higher, but that was plenty good.
Yeah, I agree, Clark. He's probably happy with it, not ecstatic, but, you know, he did his job and put up a pretty good number.
So it'll be Brad Beal here.
Well, Brad Beal, renowned in high school for his outside shooting. He was solid during his freshman season at Florida. But you see the stroke, you know he's going to be an excellent three-point shooter in this league for years to come.
The door wide open right now.
The young fella, Brad Beal, taking charge here.
He's got 10. He's tied for second. Can't get the money ball.
He's in sole possession of second place.
Notches 13. 3 of 4 on money balls.
Good momentum here to close it out.
17 on the board. That gives him 18. He hits the 20 mark on the nose. Guys, hard to find any fault with that display.
I think things are so much easier when a shooter gets off to a good start, and he certainly did that.
And so we'll see J.R. Smith to stay in. He needs at least 11. Not too high a bar to pass here. 1 point. 2 points. Gets the money ball.
6 more points to stick around.
Now is 6. He's hit both money balls. 2 more points to stick around.
Moving up, that gets him into a third-place tie.
That's exactly the score he needed to get himself into third place and secure a spot in the finals.
Good for 13.
And that puts him in a second-place tie now.
Second place. He averages 3 points a rack and finishes with 15. I'd say a solid showing from him.
There were a few ups and downs, but overall, it turned out to be a fairly decent round.
Yeah, I'd give him kind of a B+ for that one. You know, you hope for more, but it probably lived up to a reasonable expectation for him.
And here we go with Freak. He knows exactly what score will get him into the next round. And he just needs 14 points here to move on. He's got to focus here. He's got to be good. Not great, but just good enough. He needs 6 more points. Money ball, no good. He needs 6 points more to advance. That's 4 misses in a row. He's got 10. Can't get the money ball. 4 more points to stay alive. That gives him 12. Money ball, no good.
1 more to stay alive.
He comes away with a total of 15 points. That was a nice piece of shooting we saw from him out there.
I thought he had his stroke working pretty well for him. I mean, what do you think about that, Steve?
Yeah, solid shooting. He looked very confident. You know, it never became one of those lights-out rounds that it could have been. But all in all, I think he's got to be pretty happy.
Beal's got to be pretty happy about his performance in the first round, as it has him looking very, very good for the finals.
It's really hard to say who will have the upper hand in the final round. Those are some excellent, very evenly matched clutch shooters.
Well, at this stage, you're always going to have great shooters. And, you know, it really is a toss-up at this point. These guys hopefully will bring out the best in each other.
And so we'll see J.R. Smith. He's got to improve on his score from the last round if he wants to have a shot to win it. 5 points now. Now is 6. Money ball, no good. That's 7. Down to the final rack. Now 8 points. He's got 9. 9 points is what he finishes with. Well, not his finest showing. I think we can all agree he could have done a lot better.
Well, I don't know what it was that threw him off, but something was bothering him, that was for sure.
Yeah, clearly he was able to get a few shots to go down, but not nearly enough to make for a decent round.
And here we go with Freak.
You definitely want to try to get off to a good start because, guys, I'll tell you, if you whiff that first rack, it can really throw you off and keep you off.
Oh, no question, Clark. That rack comes so quickly, the clock's ticking, and all of a sudden you're behind and you press, and it's tough to shoot when you're really trying to force the issue.
5 more points to tie it up. He's really cooling off here.
He's got 5.
4 points more to tie it up.
Gets the money ball.
One more for the tie.
Hits, and now he has the lead.
And still going.
Well, he's got the score to beat in this final round.
Nice finish. Well done.
Finishes with 11. That's far below what he's capable of doing when he's on his game.
Yeah, he might not get an invite back for next year's contest after that showing.
Well, one bad round doesn't mean he doesn't deserve to be here, but there's no question, watching that performance, he did not look suited to the format of this contest.
So it'll be Brad Beal here. And Brad Beal shot almost 50% from the three-point range his senior year in high school.
Yeah, so you know he has range out to that three-point line. You'll have to add to it with the deeper line at the NBA level, but he's got athleticism. From all indications, I've heard he's a hard-working, diligent kid, so keep an eye on him.
Comes from an athletic family.
Yep. 12 points is all that's needed for the win.
6 points more to tie it up. He's getting cold. 5 consecutive misses. He's 0 for 3 on money balls. That could cost him.
6 more points for the win.
One last rack remains. 4 points more to win. Too much ground to make up here, Clark. He's done.
And that's just the way it goes sometimes. Out of here.
Yeah, you do your best, but you know this competition is so tough. If you're not on your game, you're not going to win.
He gets to the 10-point mark for the round. There was just something off about him in that round.
Yeah, he missed a string of 7 straight shots there, Kevin. Looked like he had a little hitch in his release.
And we have reached the conclusion of the Foot Locker three-point contest. And what an event it has been. Our extremely gifted winner, Freak.
Another terrific year for the three-point contest and another terrific champion.
I mean, I think everyone here is still a little bit in awe of the display of shooting he put on tonight.
And the drama, the excitement, this year's three-point contest had it all. And it was our pleasure to bring it to you. For myself, Kevin Harlan, and my partners, Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, thank you, everyone, and good night.